What's up, y'all? So are you ready to go on an exclusive tour of one of the hottest neighborhoods in Babcock Ranch? And are you one of the people looking for an affordable way to get into not just the hottest, but maybe you've seen this, our sneak peek of this neighborhood on our previous video about the hottest neighborhoods in Babcock Ranch, the best neighborhoods in Babcock Ranch. If not, we'll link it in the show notes, in the comments or description below. But if you're looking for the most affordable way to get into this incredible community with all the crazy amenities, family friendly, open to all ages, resort, like this is the ultimate resort style neighborhood with its own water park. That's right, we're showing you Tuckers Cove today. This place is crazy, and believe it or not, even with the amazing amenities that this place is gonna have, it is still actually possible to get in at an affordable price and with affordable fees. So we're gonna show you the homes that get you in for the lowest price possible today. We're gonna show you what it costs to live here. We're gonna talk pricing. We're gonna show you the models. We're gonna show you the amenities. And if after watching this video, these homes aren't big enough for you, that's okay. They got bigger ones. Go back and watch part 1. You obviously missed it if you're watching this one first, but that's okay. The link to that one is in the description below as well. So stick around. Let's go check it out. What's up, y'all? We are here, Tuckers Cove in Babcock Ranch. This is a brand new community that Lennar is developing. The amenities just broke ground across the street right over there. We are here to show you the model homes. This is the Ava, one of the townhouses. This is the end unit townhouse. They got 2 different floor plans here. The Ava is the end unit, the Berkeley is the interior units. Let's go check it out. This is just under 1,900 square foot, 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath. Got a nice patio, little fenced yard out back. We're gonna show you that. These are single car garage townhomes. Kitchen, quartz countertops. Not soft close. Well, that trash is soft close, but yeah, the cabinet doors are not. Gas. Those that aren't super familiar with Lennar does basically what we call everything's included, where so you're getting these 42-inch upper cabinets, you're getting the quartz countertops, you're getting all the stainless appliances, getting the 18-inch tile in the diagonal, gas stove, gas water heater, all that comes standard. Here's your half bath on the ground floor, little pantry right here. These are super, super reasonably priced. This is Tuckers Cove. The amenities here are ridiculous. I'm gonna show you what I can. Like I said, they just broke ground. It's gonna be a little bit. They're saying that over half the amenities will be finished by the end of this year. The rest will be done by the end of next year. So I'm gonna assume the more complicated stuff like the massive community pool, lazy river, all that stuff, the clubhouse, the main clubhouse is probably gonna be end of 26 is probably what they're shooting for on that. The easier stuff like the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, the event lawns, the bocce courts, all those like games and stuff like that, all that fun stuff will be done probably by the end of this year. So here is the patio. Nice, you got a covered lanai, little covered area. You got the patio, it's fenced, so you got privacy, which is super nice. Got a little storage room out here. Impact glass doors and windows, which is awesome, especially at the price point these things are at. And then upstairs, it's always carpet. All the bedrooms are upstairs. We're gonna go back here first. On this one, the kids or guest bedrooms are gonna be towards the back of, or I'm sorry, towards the front of the home. This is the laundry closet here. AC closet there. Guest or kid's bath, got a nice big vanity, quartz countertops in here, tub shower combo, big linen closet, plenty of space in here. Here's your guest or kid's bedroom number 1. Not real big, but not tiny. I mean, you could easily do a full-size bed in here, no problem. Or even probably a queen and still have room for your dresser and everything. This one here is even a little bit bigger, I think. It's wider. And it's got a walk-in closet. And let's go check out the primary suite up front. This is nice and big. Look at all this space. King size bed, nightstands, plenty of room on both sides. You could do bigger nightstands if you wanted. Plenty of room for a dresser, chest of drawers over there. You got this niche over here that could be a little sitting area, or you could put another dresser in there, whatever. Here's your primary bath. I really appreciate the placement of that plant so you're not looking at me all crazy with my crazy hair blowing in the wind out here, shooting video all day. Here's the other walk-in closet. There is the low voltage hub panel where the all your cable and internet and everything comes into one central spot. You got the throne room here, double vanity. Not a big vanity, but they still managed to put some drawers in there, which is nice. And then your shower here. Fiberglass pan in the shower, which makes a ton of sense upstairs. I know it doesn't look as nice as having a tiled shower floor, but I promise you it is so much better for maintenance. So much easier, much less likelihood of having leaks, which an upstairs bathroom leaking really sucks because it ruins your downstairs too. So way better to have that fiberglass pan, much less likely to leak than tile when you're dealing with second floor. So that's the 𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒔𝒕. Nice end unit townhome. Let's go see what we got next here in Tuckers Cove. All right, so what'd you think of that 𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒔𝒕 floor plan? This is the end unit townhome model. Next up, we're gonna take you and show you the interior units. They're fairly similar. They're all 3-bedroom and a den, 2.5 bath, 1-car garage, both floor plans. Pretty similar in square footage, but stick around, check out the next one. Tell me which one you like better. Is it worth it to have an interior unit and save 10 grand, or is it worth it to you to pay the extra 10 grand to get the end unit? What do you think? Drop it in the comments, let us know after you watch this next one. All right, now we're gonna show you the interior units. This is the 𝒏𝒈. Now these are all 1-car garage. The 𝒏𝒈 they're very similar in size, just a little bit different layout in the ground floor. So let's take a peek as we come in here. This one, that's your front door. So this is also just under 1,900 square foot, 3-bed, 2.5 bath. This one, you got a coat closet right here by the door. So basically the bigger difference in the layout is the end units, the entries on the side, the interior units, the entries in the front. Still single car garage. A little bit bigger. Well, kitchen's about the same, but it feels wider. This is a big guest bath too, or half bath, which is nice again for especially if you got disability situation, something like that, and need wheelchair accessibility. That bathroom is really nice. So here's your kitchen. Again, the 42-inch uppers, stainless appliances, gas all included. Pantry is here. But like, is it just me, or does this feel wider than the 𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒔𝒕? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it feels wider to me. They got this little sitting area set up here. You got the understair storage. Plenty of space here. Great room, dining area. Here's your storage. They made it a little pet hidey hole. Yes, there's the lanai. We're gonna talk about that in just a second. Here's your great room, give you a view of that. So the lanai out here obviously does not have the extended patio and the fence. That is coming. They are going to do that on every single townhouse unit moving forward. They just added it, so it's something that's brand new. They literally just got that one on the 𝒏𝒂 that we just looked at. They got that done like within the last week. So it's coming on this model as well, and though it will be on every single townhome here in Tuckers Cove. So very, very similar layout up here too. Again, really, it's mainly the entrance and the main living area, like I said, feeling a little bit wider, at least to me. Here's your laundry. Here's your guest or kids bathroom. Same setup here. Single vanity, big long counter. Similar bedroom setup. This one's got a tent bed in it instead of the pink bed. Here's the other bedroom. Again, walk-in closet. You can see plenty of space in here. And that's a full-size bed, so lots of room, good space, good size. These are nice townhomes. I wish they had a 2-car garage, but not everybody needs a 2-car garage. And these are very reasonably priced. Awesome that they've got the impact glass. That is anything that's got a 2-story, I really, really appreciate, especially the 2 stories, having the impact glass, because let me tell you, putting hurricane shutters up on a 2-story is not fun. There's your closets, double walk-ins again. That's the 𝒏𝒈. All right, so now you've seen the 𝒏𝒈. That's the interior unit. What do you think? Drop it in the comments. Which one's better for you? They are literally a $10,000 difference between the two. So which one do you like better? Let us know. And then we're gonna take you and show you the villas. And make sure, don't forget, you wanna stick around through the end. We're gonna talk pricing, we're gonna talk fees, and make sure you call us. Don't just go to the builder. I know everybody wants to go to the website once they see these videos. They wanna go check it out. They wanna run in and go talk to the builder. Call us first, let us help you. The reason you wanna call us is because we're there to represent you, and we get some extra exclusive discounts and benefits that are specifically for our clients that you cannot get if you go without us. So make sure you call us first. Numbers on the screen. You can call, you can text, you can email, reach out however you want. Just get a hold of us first and let us help you get through this process. All right, we're in Tuckers Cove. This time we are looking at the villas. These are attached villas, 2 units. They are matching side by side. So it's always gonna be a reverse mirror image of the same floor plan. This one is the Bismarck. This is the smaller of the 2, 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, just over 1,400 square feet. The other one we're gonna show you as well. Maybe, we're gonna try to. They're getting furniture in that one today. So hopefully we can get in there. It might be a little bit of a mess, but we'll show you this one first. So as we walk in the door, you have, well, let me fix my camera so you can actually see instead of pointing you at the ceiling. So here's your 2-car garage, apparently with a pool cage or lanai cage. Again, Babcock Ranch, gas, Lennar does it all standard. Instant on water heater. That's super nice. Washer dryer in your laundry room. Air handlers back here. Back away from all the bedrooms and the main living area, so it's quiet, you don't hear it. Nice big kitchen, tons of counter space, tons of cabinet space. Your pantry here. That gas stove vented microwave, and kind of your traditional shotgun style. I know we've looked at a couple villas in some other neighborhoods. If you've watched those videos, most of them are going to be fairly similar setup where it's kitchen, dining, living area all in a row, just like this one is. So that's very common. And here is one of your guest bedrooms. Regular wall closet. This is a queen size bed. Plenty of room. They did the dresser over here. You could easily do one here. There's plenty of space. Here's your guest or kid's bath. These are super popular for both retirees and young families. This room is, let me back up here so you can see. We came through the door from the guest bathroom in the little hallway there, but there's also French doors here. So it can function as a den if you only need 2 bedrooms, but it does have a closet and you can easily close those French doors. I've even seen people put furniture in front of them so you don't lose that wall if you're gonna use it as a true bedroom. And then you've got the door right here as well. So back out to the main living area, plenty of space here. Nice, not super big, not small, you know, just nice size, plenty of room. That's why it works well, easy to maintain. They're very reasonably priced. So if you don't want the stairs of the townhouse, or you really need the 2-car garage, I mean, it is Babcock Ranch. Golf carts are damn near mandatory in here. They're not, but it feels like it because it seems like everybody's got one. So my guess is once you get in here, you're probably gonna get one or wanna get one. And if you wanna be able to have a car in the garage, have a golf cart in the garage, then you really probably need that 2-car garage. So this is a good option if you wanna be in Tuckers Cove, wanna try and keep the price down, keep it nice and affordable. This may be a way to go if you really, really want that 2-car garage. There's your throne room in the bath. Primary closet here. And let's take a peek out here on the lanai because this one has the extended lanai. So you can see the covered roof area here. This is pretty much the standard lanai. They would screen it right across here. There's not really a whole lot of room for much of anything. So you do the extended lanai, it gives you this whole space here. And you do have a backyard. There's actually room, Lennar doesn't offer it, but there is room to put a pool in back here if you wanted a pool on your villa. Have seen it in other Lennar communities with these villas. It works well. All right, so what'd you think of the Bismarck? Townhomes, we showed you first. 2-story living. If you're not into 2-story living, this is the way to go in these villas. These are actually the least expensive homes in Tuckers Cove. So if you want least expensive, you want 1 floor, 2 and a den, 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2-car garage, these villas are the way to go. So what'd you think? You like this better? You like the townhouses better? Drop it in the comments, let us know. Stick around, we're gonna show you the amenities, we're gonna talk fees, we're gonna talk costs. So make sure you stick around to the end. All right, so here we are. We're looking at this giant map of the amenities. The amenity center is going right across the pond there. They got the little fishing pier right here, but right across the lake, that's where the amenities are going. I think based on where I'm standing, I'm probably right across from the splash pad right here. So I know I talked about it inside one of the model homes. I looked at a smaller version of this map. I got some clarification on what some of this stuff is so I can tell you more about it. We can talk all about it. So we're gonna start here. Actually, no, we're gonna start up here. We might as well work our way around, right? So we got 8 tennis courts. We got the sports courts. I don't know what those orange ones are, but maybe 4 square, stuff like that. I don't know. But anyways, you got 3 basketball courts. You got some other stuff. You got tennis. You got the racket pavilion. Tons of tennis courts. Probably too many tennis courts in my opinion, but maybe I'm wrong. Oh, we missed the bark park. There's a dog park over there. So gonna have your own dog park here in Tuckers Cove. The covered game room is gonna be like cornhole. So cornhole, stuff like that, maybe darts. I don't know exactly what they're putting in there, but it's gonna be that type of stuff. You got the covered pickleball pavilion. There's gonna be 2 or 3 pickleball courts in there. You got 4 more outdoor pickleball courts. I didn't notice this, these food trucks here. So that's parking for food trucks specifically to be able to come in and all kinds of special events, do the food truck thing. Tons of fun, always a good time, almost always good food. The fitness studio we talked about, that's gonna be your indoor gym, all the typical equipment and yoga studio, stretching room, all that good stuff. The airnasium, that from my understanding is supposed to be more of a, kind of like the covered pickleball pavilion, except for it's going to be indoors, almost like a, kind of like a basketball arena or something. There's going to be probably basketball court and some other courts and stuff in there. Then let's make our way down to the aquatics area. You got the lazy river, you got the water slide tower, you got the splash pad, you got hammocks, you got umbrellas, you got all that good stuff. Then we make our way here in the middle. You got the Shipwreck Tavern. So there's going to be a bar. There's going to be restaurant dining between the Shipwreck Tavern, Tucker's Cantina. One of them's going to be more open air. The other one's going to be indoor. Then you've got the cafe, which is more of like a coffee shop type bar area. You got the arcade, so indoor video games, all that good stuff. Then you got the restrooms because, you know, we all need restrooms. You got cornhole, you got bocce, multiple bocce courts. Then you got this giant multi-purpose field like we talked about, where you've got a baseball diamond, you got a soccer field, you got football field, you got the band shell, which I was like, what the heck are they gonna do with that? But basically it's an open air, like auditorium style. So live music, awards, events, stuff like that. The bump track, if you can see it up there, maybe, hold on, let me zoom in. Bump track up there we talked about before. I said, I don't know what the heck that is. The bump track is actually a BMX track. There's gonna be a BMX track in the neighborhood here. This is nuts. You got the playgrounds, all that good stuff. You got the mini golf course up there on its own little island. The playground pavilion, more space for food trucks right next to the playground pavilion. Let me zoom back out here as we're getting a little bit lower. The open lawn area, so that's for like Easter egg hunts and like hosting events and all kinds of cool stuff. The Commons is a massive version of more like your typical clubhouse in a lot of these regular communities, where you've got banquet hall, you've got, you can reserve it, you got offices, you got game rooms, you got card rooms, you got meeting rooms, you got all that stuff. That's all gonna be in the Commons area. Then you've got your huge resort style pool. It's gonna have that sloped beach type entry there where you can walk right in, 0 entry. You're gonna have a totally separate lap pool. So you're swimming laps, you don't have to deal with kids getting in your way and all that good stuff. You got cabanas around the pools, you got tons of lounge chairs and umbrellas and the seating. Volleyball court, sand beach, the fire pit down by the water. This is all wrapped around by the lake. You got the tiki huts on the beach, and then over here by the kayak dock. I don't know what these little things are up here, but there's your kayak dock, kayak launch, all of that for kayaking, canoeing, paddle boarding throughout all of these lakes. I know this says lakes connected by via culvert. It's not like little culvert pipes. You're actually going to be able to kayak, canoe, paddleboard through that. all the way up and around, and basically these amenities are practically on an island, all of that. So it's really, really cool. This is Lennar's flagship family-oriented community. They have never done anything like this anywhere in the country that I know of, and definitely not ever anywhere in Southwest Florida. It's going to be amazing. They are pulling out all the stops for this. So, and the fees are really not that bad for all these amenities. It is crazy how low these fees are based on what you're getting. It is going to take probably 8 to 9 months to get a lot of this stuff done, and up to almost 2 years probably to finish all of it. But it's going to be, I mean, I don't really have any other way to say it. It's going to be badass. So that's my thoughts. That's my take on it. Tuckers Cove, awesome, super unique community. I've never seen anything else like it. Check it out, quite reasonable. So yeah, that's it for the amenities here at Tuckers Cove. All right, so you saw both townhomes. You saw the villa, one of the two villas. There are two different floor plans. You saw the smaller of the two. They didn't have a model or one far enough along for us to walk through, but they do have some quick move-in deals right now. So we're gonna talk pricing. Now that you've seen the amenities, let's get into it, because there are some ridiculous deals on these townhomes and villas right now. So now, if you're holding out for an end unit townhome, the Ava, unfortunately, no quick move-ins. You have to buy one that's still got to be built. No crazy deals on those right now. But just so you know, base price on it is $335,999, and build price typically is going to come in around that $350 to $360 range. So not crazy options or home site premiums or anything like that. You're talking, 15, 20, 25 grand. That's about it for a typical build on one of those. Now, the 𝒏𝒈, the interior unit, there are 5 quick move-ins of those. So base price, first of all, $325,999. Oh, I almost forgot. I got to drop in there my quick disclaimer. Base price is base price. When I tell you base price, that's not typically what you're going to buy the home for. Although the deals that they have right now, you can actually buy some of these homes cheaper than the base price. So it's rare, but it does happen, and this is an example. But to finish my disclaimer, base price is base price. It does not typically include a home site premium. It doesn't include a lot of the options and upgrades that you may want to put in and that the builders typically put in. So we're going to tell you the base price because that's what they're advertising. We're also going to tell you typical build price for any that we know the typical build price of. And we're going to tell you what the quick move-in price is if you're ready to do something now and jump on it and grab one of these deals, and you call us quickly to get you in. We might even be able to get you a better deal because we've got extra incentives and discounts that the builders give to us exclusively for our clients. So call us first. But here's what they're advertising to everybody right now. So like I said, 𝒏𝒈, base price $325,999. There are 5 quick move-ins. Build price on them is about $344. They're offering them right now for $250, $96,000 discount on a $340,000. You're talking 30+% discount. That's ridiculous and crazy. So you might want to jump on one of those. Can't say that we will see those discounts again anytime soon. Now, on the villas, they do have both villas, both different floor plans, so whichever one you like better. The smaller one, the Bismarck, is the one we showed you. That one, base price $304,999. They have 7 of those. Build price on it, on all of them, they're all basically the same build price. $343 is what it would cost to build one the way that they have these quick move-ins set up. So again, not huge, crazy additional costs. they're reduced to $280,000. So that's a $67,000 discount. And again, you're able to buy these quick move-ins for less than the base price of the home. Super, super rare. Now, the Queen, which is the larger of the villa floor plans, base price on that, $313,999. So it's a $9,000 difference between the base prices. Similar square footage. Again, 2 and a den, 2 bath, 2 car garage. Different layout though. They are a pretty different layout. They have 8 of these available. Build price, like we said, $9,000-$10,000 difference. Base price on them, $353,000. They have those marked down to $286,000. So again, $67,000 discount on the price. Maybe my math is wrong there because that doesn't seem like 60, that doesn't seem like the same amount of discount. But anyways, somewhere in that $60,000 to $70,000 discount. Maybe I did my math wrong. I did one in my head. I did the other one on a calculator just to make sure. And then I didn't look at them afterwards to make sure they made sense. But anyways, you get the point. Big discounts. Call us. We've got even more to give you. So call us first. Numbers on the screen. Now let's talk about the fees, right? What does it cost to live in here? What does it cost to carry these things with these crazy amenities, right? So we'll start with the townhouses since that's what we showed you first. Townhouse fees in Tuckers Cove. Right now, since the amenities aren't done yet, they give you a discount on the association fees. Once the amenities are finished, the fees will go up to the standard rate. So we're going to tell you what both of them are. So currently on the townhomes, $380 a month is what you're paying for association fees there. And let's tell you what that includes. The townhomes actually get more. So you get your high-speed internet, 1 gig internet service that you get everywhere in Babcock. Full lawn maintenance here in Tuckers Cove. So lawn, trees, shrubs, mulching. It also includes insurance on the building as well as reserves for maintaining the building. So that's all factored in to your HOA fees. That's why they're a little bit higher on these than on the villas. Is primarily because of the insurance. That's the additional cost there. On the villas, your HOA fees are $299 a month now, and when they're finished, they're gonna go up to $494 a month. And they include everything that we talked about. So 1 gig of internet, all the amenities, full lawn maintenance, everything, common area maintenance. The only thing not included there is the building insurance because on the villas you cover that yourself, similar to a single family home. And then of course there is the $750 a year. Once the restaurants are open, $750 a year is your restaurant food and drink spend that you got to spend. So you want to make sure you go hang out at the club, eat and drink, and cover your spend. It's $750 a year. It's super easy to do. So that's what it costs for the association fees. And then in terms of insurance on these homes, the townhomes are actually very inexpensive for insurance because the building is covered by the association. So you don't have to worry about that. Basically what you need is a contents policy, which is kind of like basically like a renter's insurance policy. It covers all your interior stuff, cabinets, countertops, appliances, all that stuff. So super cheap on those. They typically run, depending on how much coverage you want, somewhere between like $600 and $900 a year. On the villas, you're gonna be a little bit more expensive because it is a full homeowner's policy. But on that, you're looking at somewhere between like $1,000 to $1,200, maybe $1,500 max, depending on which one you go with and everything, but pretty inexpensive. Taxes are gonna run in the like 1.4-ish% range of your purchase price. So, you know, all of these, the purchase prices are pretty similar. So figure somewhere in the like, you know, $4,000 a year range probably is what you're looking at on those. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, probably closer to $5,000 a year. You're probably maybe $5,500 a year for taxes on these. So ignore the 4. I was wrong. I did that math not factoring in the CDD fee. So with the CDD fee, you're going to be that community development district fee for Babcock Ranch that everybody pays. You're probably in the $500 to $5,500 a year range. So that's what you're looking at for costs. And again, if these homes are not big enough for you, you want to check out the single family homes. Don't forget, the link is down below in the description, and go check that video out because there's some single family homes. There's some massive homes here in this neighborhood available as well, and some fantastic discounts on those too. So make sure you check that one out.